I don't think that Aston Villa have gotten to that level yet for us to declare with our full chest that Sheffield United will lose to them.
It was just under our eyes here. Wolves showed up one evening and discharged the city at Etihad and ran away with 3 points. So
no, Wolves actually, they are a boogie team. They are those kind of teams that will just embarrass the top four for nothing, just to embarrass them. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Wolf is not violent.
Can show up. Aston Villa, like last season, Aston Villa are now I put themselves in a place like we are now, we are last season, that you could see that you can achieve something. So there is now, you have to now balance anxiety and relaxation. You don't want to make a mistake. At the same time, you want to keep going. So they have to learn the habit of taking those points, because this is where it gets hard when you're playing against those teams that everybody expects you to win. Week 18 of the EPL's 2023-24 season. This weekend, we have a few intriguing games at the top end. Of course, we know City is not available this weekend because they are away to the World Club Championship in Saudi Arabia. They won their first game, I think it was 3-0 or something like that. So this weekend starts again with Sheffield United away to Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a team that have been very strong at home this season. I think they have almost won all their games at home. Chioma, I don't know, what do you make about this fixture? Do you think Sheffield United can get a result out of this game?
You know this one. Sheffield. No, wow. Everybody's using Sheffield. Let's use Sheffield to collect points. Seriously. Aston Villa. Ugum just gave you an array of what they have. Is it Magin, Scarecrow, giving people chest pain, heartburn?
Yeah, only Watkins. I think only Watkins has virtually.
What do they not have?
I think
they have some, first choice. Come on. So they actually do have like every club's dream, either a midfielder or an attacker. I mean, we're eyeing their Douglas, so clubs are eyeing players in Aston Villa. So that means they are part of what is happening. So Sheffield going to Aston Villa to go and do what? I've never heard somebody forfeited a game, Sha. Maybe they should reason it, because if I were them, I would forfeit. Seriously, I will.
Yeah, but Chioma, this is EPL.
For my sake.
Do you think this is going to be a one-sided game? Sometimes teams come from in EPL, just show up one day and don't do the unthinkable. I don't know what you think. Are you with Chioma on this one? Since Sheffield United.
Yeah,
not Sheffield.
I was just going to add that. Yes, Aston Villa have all this massive potential, but they haven't earned the right for us to assume that they win Sheffield United just like that. You have to get to a level where you earn that right? That's for the EPL. You have to. There are a few teams that most of the weekends you will say, hey, they will win this game, or with your full chest. Right? I don't think that Aston Villa have gotten to that level yet for us to declare with our full chest that Sheffield United will lose to them.
It was just under our eyes here. Wolves showed up one evening and discharged the city at Etihad and ran away with 3 points. So
no, Wolves actually, they are a boogie team. They are those kind of teams that will just embarrass the top four for nothing, just to embarrass them. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Wolf is not violent.
Can show up. Aston Villa, like last season, Aston Villa are now I put themselves in a place like we are now, we are last season, that you could see that you can achieve something. So there is now, you have to now balance anxiety and relaxation. You don't want to make a mistake. At the same time, you want to keep going. So they had to learn the habit of taking those points, because this is where it gets hard. When you're playing against those teams that everybody expects you to win. Those are the hardest game to play in EPL, because, like you said, they have nothing to lose. These teams have nothing to lose. They're not coming to attack you. They probably park the bus, and sometimes they decide to attack you. Maybe you're leading 1-0. 15 minutes end of the game, you see a Sheffield United have been playing a low block all 75 minutes. All of a sudden, sending 10 players to attack you. And before you know it, they get a corner kick or inside the net, and the dynamics will change. So, as an Arsenal fan, I will hope that
they don't have that floating town that we're talking about. We'll be having this conversation.
Okay. So we'll move to United is traveling again to West Ham. I don't know what you think. I was asking you, are they going to build on what they... unfortunately for them, West Ham is not a team that's going to attack you. They're going to also try to park the bus against you. So this is going to be a case of stay in your home, and stay in my home. Let's see who will come out first. I remember Mourinho taking Chelsea United to Liverpool one time, and it was a very drab game against Brendan Rodgers' team. Both teams were reluctant to attack each other, and it was a very, very nasty game to watch. So, what do you think in this game? Liverpool, West Ham at home to United. Do you think it's going to be a good game to watch?
West Ham have been such a yo-yo team that at the point this season, we were like, oh, these guys have invested their money really well. The money they made from Declan Rice sale with Mohamed Kudus, who has been playing well, and Alvarez and the rest of them that they bought. They're underachieving again. They just lost 5-2 to a second string Liverpool side in the EFL Cup.
Yeah.
Just this a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So that's not nice. I think they're going to be looking to rebound. Of course, their fans are going to let them hear it. So they're going to be looking to rebound against United. So United better be careful. That's the kind of game that West Ham can wake up and beat you.
Chioma, what do you think? How do you think if you have to call that game, do you think United can get a result from West Ham? Should they?
I'm laughing.
Should they try to get a result, like win that game, or they should try and be solid and continue their on losing run after going to Anfield to get a draw last week, or should they try to win the league? Considering what we just said about West Ham, they are a team that's struggling with confidence right now, and my only worry is that West Ham enjoy it when you come and attack them. They like teams that come try to attack them. It's going to be a dilemma for United. Exactly.
It's okay.
So do you think that United should?
We are forgetting that it's David Moyes. That's United. David Moyes, he has something to prove. He needs to tell them something. I mean, if I were him, I will not let losing to Liverpool, just like we mentioned at the EFL, stop me from getting what I want to get. United are actually not compact yet. So whatever they showed Liverpool is probably, I won't let you get me down. It was a psychological game. They were trying to prove a point. That kind of marriage. United West Ham is kind of tricky because I will give it to West Ham. West Ham, because just like Ugu said, they're a yo-yo team. They are up and down the piano forts like this. I think West Ham will take the day. Believe me, United are not yet there. They are not there yet.
Yeah,
West Ham, they have some reasonable guys now.
Yeah, I see.
Paqueta, what team is he playing? West Ham.
It's West Ham, of course. It's West Ham.
Upsetting player, very upset.
Yeah, for me, I don't see West Ham winning the game. Neither do I see.
You upset them.
Neither do I see United win. I think this is going to be a draw because United are going to find themselves in limbo in a situation where they don't know what should they attack or should they not. I think it's going to be a draw. The game is going to be a draw, which for me wouldn't be a bad result for United, considering the fact that they need to at least consolidate what they have achieved last weekend and try to build on it. It's not going to be an interesting game to watch, if I may say. Though sometimes the West Ham shows up like a team that are serious. So if they do that, of course, they have what it takes to win United. But if they do their normal, the big boys are in town, let's soak the pressure and hit them on the counter. It might be, yeah, it's probably going to be a game of.
I did like that.
Yeah, that's how West Ham plays. Once they see big teams, they soak pressure, they hit you on the counter. That's how they play. And the Moyes doesn't have much going forward. Okay. So let's quickly round up. Of course, the big one for the weekend is Arsenal traveling to Anfield this weekend. Ugun touched on it earlier on. Ugun, I don't know, how do you see this game panning out? Do you think Arsenal can go there and come back with 3 points?
I think Arsenal can go there and come back with 3 points. Typically, I would say nah. Nah, but this year and right now, yes, I'm confident. I'm optimistic that Arsenal can get 3 points from Anfield. And my hope is that the worst case scenario would be at least 1 point. I hope that we will not lose the game. I believe that if we approach the game with caution but not fear, we can. I watched Liverpool against West Ham. Now, though West Ham left a lot of spaces for them, Liverpool really looked good on the ball, quite fluid. What they do against Arsenal, we just need to concentrate. Everybody will do their jobs. I think we can get 3 points from that game.
Chioma, what do you think?
Wow, Liverpool, Arsenal. It feels like, it's when I think about their squad, but then I'm confident in our defense and what we have. Defensively, I'm very confident. There's this word I'm looking for. Out of them, I mean, they actually didn't have any space, for expression and all of that. So I hope if defensively we deal with them behind, I see Konate is back, but I don't know how.
We meet. Go ahead. Just go ahead. I think Reggie's back. We can continue.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet, man. Yeah. Oh, I think for me, that game, Arsenal is capable of getting 3 points and should get 3 points and should try to get 3 points because these are the weekends that you actually win the league. Right now, it's City, Liverpool, Arsenal going for the league. City is 5 points adrift. They're away on club championship. Arsenal is 1 point ahead of Liverpool. And they're going to play against a Liverpool that is not, for me, I've said it many times, they're not complete as a squad. Their team is not as balanced as Arsenal team. For me, Liverpool still has issues defensively and defensive midfield position. Klopp is using the wrong players to play in that position. And this is a very key. The Carriers have come into Arsenal this season and shown that position is very, very important in every team. Caicedo has not been able to do it for Chelsea, and we'll see what's happening in Chelsea. If you don't have that player who stays there to protect the defense and link your midfield and attack, it's always very difficult. Yeah, when the ball is in the final third, Liverpool is fire. But when it's behind them, I don't think they have what it takes to cope. And this is a place that Arsenal is also strong. Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, and Gabriel Jesus will give any proper defense issues. Talking of when a team is not balanced defensively. Last season, we saw it. We were able to do it. It's just that we lost our heads toward the end of the game. So there's nothing there's nothing stopping anybody from saying that Arsenal should be able to win that game. Of course, like Igum said, it's at Anfield, and Anfield is Anfield. We all know that. So we hope that tomorrow is not going to be one of those days that Anfield plays a role. Let the game determine the result. I don't want. I pray that the outside the pitch events like the atmosphere, VAR, referee, Ateta antics, and different. I hope none of that determines what the result will be tomorrow. And if that happens, as an Arsenal fan, I'm confident that we can get a result. But outside that, of course, it's going to be a difficult place to go that we've always found out in so many years before now. We made progress last season, regardless of what they say, we got a draw. So can this season be a step further to go to Anfield and get a win? And that will be very, very interesting. And once Arsenal does that, another good thing about it, if Arsenal manages to get 3 points from Anfield this weekend, then the whole dynamics will change. The country, like you mentioned before, in EPL, you mark your territory and you earn your respect. Once Arsenal is able to do that, win Liverpool City in the league and win Liverpool and stand 4-5 points ahead of both of them in the table, it's going to be a very serious statement. And I think going forward, it will give confidence and things might begin to change in Arsenal favor. So that's the way I see that. The other game will be Tottenham playing at home to Everton. These are two resurgent teams. Everton are beginning to find their feedback in EPL. The Sundice factor is playing a very huge role in Everton, while Tottenham, after their 5-game patch, are back to winning ways. So it looks to be like it's going to be, of course, Everton is a very defensively sound team against a ferocious attacking team in Tottenham. So it's going to be an interesting one. And I don't know, honestly, I can't call this one. I don't know what you guys feel about it. We'll be rounding up with that. Do you have anything to add to that before we round up?
No, I'm good.
Chioma, what about you? What do you think about that game? You think Everton can...
Tottenham and Everton. I think Everton are going to come, growling. They have been doing that lately since the deduction of the 10 points. They won 2 games now. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And now they're going at Tottenham. Tottenham a bit wounded. The Angie ball is not balling at the moment. Everton will take advantage of everything that's happening to Tottenham. Will Richarlison get the opportunity to shine again? I don't know. I mean, he's playing against his former side. They might try to play him to if he's going to get, something good out of them. But I think I'll give this one to Everton.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Let's not forget that Wolves will be hosting Chelsea as well. That's going to be another intriguing one to watch. Yeah. Somebody said, yeah, it's going to be an intriguing game. Chelsea fans, unfortunately, Nimi is not here to help us touch base on that. We'll be rounding up. Our time is up. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I know you're not feeling too strong. We really appreciate you for always, stopping by. Please get well soon, Ugum. Get well soon, Ugum. Viewers, please, let's pray for our man. We're going to get back to shape and fully give us what he normally gives us week in, week out, just like a steady Saliba at the back of Arsenal defense. Thank you guys for coming on the show. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. And hit the like button. Let us know what you think, your predictions for these games. We have made our predictions. Anfield, I said Arsenal probably can get 3 points. Ubumi is not sure. Aston Villa, as far as Chioma is concerned, it's 3 points for Aston Villa. And West Ham United is looking like a game of a chase. So we'll see how these games will pan out. And we look forward, Arsenal fans, I'm sure you guys are looking forward to, giving Liverpool some gap on the top of the table, while Chelsea fans will believe that the team will consolidate what they have achieved the last 2 games, and we hope to see City come back to a new EPL like Chioma predicted, and find out that this season is not going to continue to be a farmers league for them. Thank you guys. And
speaking about Kai Havertz, Samina, hey, waka, hey, 60 million down the drain. Kahava scores again. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. And I didn't have chance to talk about Kahava when we're talking about him. I'm really, really intrigued and happy for him and for Arteta, because I know the press, we are hugely on Arteta for that acquisition. It looks like it's coming together for both for him and for Kahava, and of course, obviously, the team is getting out of it. We hope that he scores at Anfield, and it will be a massive one if Kahaba can go to Anfield and get Arsenal a winning goal. I think that will seal the season for him and for the team. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Good to see you one more time, and hope to see you at the other side of the week. Thank you, and have a fantastic week and weekend. Ciao, guys.
Bye.